This is also being taken away, little by little. The simple fact of religious unity that would save the world hundreds of billions of dollars every year is still impossible or remote of probability. We are still divided in worship, and in its division we come upon another situation. It is a matter in which all religions but ours are less than ours, and therefore that there is no appreciation or working with a deep understanding of the spiritual unities of life. One of the great proofs we should have of religion is that we work together, and that all religions rejoice in the works of each other and do not spend most of their time trying to run down their competitors. All the religious situation is poor. Then we go into health. Health situation is also very inadequate. Health is becoming more expensive every day and less certain. And with all the excitement that has gone on here in the last 100 years particularly, the statistics prove that about all we have been able to actually accomplish is to provide the probability that the average person will live a year or 2 years longer than he would if it had not been for science. This particular achievement, however, is costing incredible sums of money with no certainty of success. Health is not attained because the average person doesn't want it. He wants what he wants. If he wants to eat himself into an early grave, he considers it his right and privilege. Instead of following the classical concept that right is the basis of all values, the individual places his own appetites as the main criterion in the problems of living. Now we could go on with this for almost infinity, but the points involved are simple and not too difficult. It all sums up in one basic statement, namely that we cannot depend upon the world around us to get us out of this mess. The only way we're going to get out of it is to understand more of the world within us. It is the world that is invisible to sight. It is the world of those eternal powers and lights and lives with which nature has given us examples. We are individuals given a mind, given faculties, given opportunities, given privileges, and having received a beautiful garden to live in, which we are gradually and inevitably desecrating. We are the source of the whole thing. Now someone will absolutely, no doubt, bring up the question, how can one person stand against this? How can one person live well in a world in the present state of affairs? Well, it's not as difficult as we are inclined to think. In the first place, the average individual is not as important to other people as he thinks he is. What he does is not as mindful to them as long as he doesn't annoy them. Therefore, if he wishes to live a little better, the majority of humanity will not even notice it. He can have his own code of life, at least in the Western world, with a reasonable probability of being able to live it without unreasonable complications.